touchdowns. I don't know why we're throwing the ones that the Buffalo Bills caught. If you're keeping track, the Patriots are out of the playoffs and haven't won a playoff game since the top song in the country was Sicko Mode. That was 2019. Here's Belichick on his franchise quarterback.
Mac has the ability to, to play quarterback in this league, and we have to all work together to try to, find the best and most, best way to as a football team, which obviously the quarterback's an important position to be more productive than we were this year.
Yeah. Wilds?
Yeah?
Are Brew, Greg, and I allowed to talk to you yet?
I'm fine.
No, that's not what I mean. You told us this offseason to talk to you in January when you guaranteed 10 wins. And when we told you the Patriots offense was going to be a mess, you literally said, talk to me in January.
Well, yes, then you can.
January?
I forgot about that.
Okay, you guys have a quarterback problem. And if you'd have stuck with Zappe, you'd have made the playoffs.
Not true.
Your two highest scoring games of the year were with Zappe. You don't have a single win since Zappe left that was due to quarterback play. You do have a few losses that were due to quarterback play and quarterback bad tackling. That was the Chandler Jones play. But we don't. He's got to do something. Here's the problem for the Patriots. Wild, you know it. As soon as they open it up, he starts throwing picks. That's what happened yesterday. It's what happened at the beginning of the year. When the training wheels are on the offense, he can handle the football. But as soon as they're like, oh boy, we've got to play modern football, it's some touchdown passes, which is nice
ones.
And a lot of interceptions in football. You know what they all have in common except for Kenny Pickett because he's a rookie? They all would be looking for work next year except for Russ, whose contract doesn't allow it, and McCorkle. The 8 lowest rated quarterbacks. If one of those guys is your starting quarterback, you should be looking to upgrade.
Disagree.
Okay. Why?
Because do you think a 24-year-old has gotten worse? Like, how? Could he not read the?
I think
could he not read the defenses? Did he hurt his arm? He did hurt his ankle and valiantly came back. But it's not the organization. It was the coaches around him that Belichick set up that set him up for failure. So here are the stats from Mike Reese, and I don't think this is on him. Maybe a little bit is on him, but from year 1 to year 2, red zone touchdowns down 20, Greg. Third down efficiency down 10. 74 fewer first downs, 17 fewer touchdowns, 13 more sacks. Greg, I'm putting this squarely on the instability of the coaching and maybe a tiny piece of the pie Mac Jones deserves, but he's a franchise quarterback. I want him back with a caveat. If Tom Brady wants to come back, he can move back in more of a Jordan Love role. But otherwise, Mac Jones is our guy.
Okay.
Please, Greg, come on. I can't deal with this.
I understand. Can I
Yes,
get this out? Because I've been on Mac Jones all year. But he's going to be their guy.
Thank you, Greg. We're back.
Should he be? Should he be? Yes.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you what.
Hold on, well, listen to the why. I want to hear the why.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the reason why, and Nick, you're not going to like this. He's a first-round pick who's shown flashes, who's, as you just laid out, who's had instability around him. When you give up on a first-round pick, it is not because of instability reasons. It's when you've had stability around them and they just showed that they can't cut it. With Mac Jones in this situation right here, he's shown that he can be what yesterday, I'm going to be honest, Mac Jones played good.
Thank you.
Like there was 2 interceptions that I can't just give to Mac Jones.
Aguilar.
He had the one. The other 2, obviously, they fall on him and his stats. But Mac Jones is not the reason why this is a playoff team. If he makes the tackle a couple weeks ago, or if they don't just flip the ball back they go into overtime.
That's great analysis.
I'm with Greg and
let's
Bob.
go.
Oh,
what a segment!
I said this back when we were doing Zoom in shorts. I said when they let Patricia and Judge take control of the offense, you're putting a second-year quarterback in the hands of defensive guys and special teams guy. So, no, I want to get a new offensive coordinator next year and see what Matt can do.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even going to say I will get a new offensive coordinator.
Okay. We got to go to break.
No, we don't.
We got to go to break.
Patricia got to be the third offensive coordinator.
But it can't be Matt Patricia.
Oh, no,
He's
we
a
gotta go.
defensive. Put him
Greg,
on
that
the
was good.
linebacker.
Here.
Yeah, but how many AFC South titles does he have?
Okay.
Zero.
Former number 1 pick. And one-time Gatorade High School Player of the Year.
High school player.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence won the AFC South and made the playoffs behind a one-touchdown performance and a miss so bad that Troy Aikman said, quote, "You don't see many misses like that in the NFL."
Thank you, Wild.
Nevertheless,
so some logic to this
Chargers
situation.
will be in Jacksonville Saturday night.
Hosting a playoff game?
They are hosting a playoff game.
Oh, against a team they beat by 4 scores, right?
They did.
Nick, your reaction.
Oh!
Okay.
All right, listen, now is not the time for I told you so. That was Twitter last night when I found clips of me from back when we were as wild would say in shorts on Zoom, and I told you they'd win 9 games. Or from a year ago when I told you guys the prince that was promised would deliver, and he has now delivered and delivered us all to a real quarterback in the AFC South. That's all true. And then, so I said it last time.
Yeah.
This is Peyton Manning 2.0.
Oh, my God.
Now it is undeniable. Show me the comp.
Is it?
The year 2 comp. And the one, so that's identical, except for the fact Trevor's a little better. And the one thing it doesn't include there is they both won their division. For Peyton, it was the AFC East at the time, and Trevor, the AFC South. And I saw a tweet this weekend that I thought was really, really interesting about Trevor Lawrence. Can we show you guys that tweet? It's my tweet.
Oh, my
All the guy does,
Georgia
is
Regional
win championships.
You gotta
And
be
to
kidding
sell
me.
it, gentlemen, please join us.
Georgia Regional?
Come on, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Greg's going on IG Live for another championship for the Friends. Oh, it's not? They hang banners for it. AFC South
This is true.
2022. Thank you as always for coming, fellas. We will probably need you a lot over the next few weeks as Trevor continues to run roughshod over the AFC.
Gosh.
So, Brew, are you surprised? Are you shocked? Are you apologetic? How are you feeling as the Prince, who, if you dare say you're a big fan of too,
Well-
I'm going to have them hit you with one of the weapons. Tell me your thoughts.
Look, this is how it always is. Yes, I do like the Prince.
Okay.
All right? But you go overboard.
You said that when I
Peyton
guaranteed the
Manning
playoffs.
2.0.
That's what you said this offseason when I
What?
guaranteed the playoffs.
He's thrown 1 touchdown in the last 3 games.
What's the
But
record?
he's
I thought you were a
leading
quarterback
it.
wins guy.
Hold on. Oh, when
thought you
Jimmy
were a quarterback
Garoppolo does
Don't
that, you
compare
rip
the
him
Prince
to
to Jimmy
shreds.
Garoppolo.
This is what I want to
Jester.
zero in on. Peyton Manning 2.0, and you know this.
I
That you're a
showed you the
student
numbers.
of the game. You're always on Pro Football Reference. The 15 picks, they threw a lot more interceptions
That's fine.
back then because of
Did
the
they
rules.
throw
You know
double?
that. They
Did
were
they
actually
throw
get hit
double?
back then. Yeah, back then, the 15 wasn't that bad. But here's the deal. Peyton Manning, we know his accolades, 5-time MVP,
Yeah.
5 MVPs in a decade.
Yeah.
In 10 years.
Well, he's got the Georgia Regional
7-time
Championship.
All-Pro, meaning he was the best quarterback in the league 7 years.
Yeah.
How's Trevor going to do that, as good as he may be, with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson,
He's better than
Jalen
Lamar
Hurts?
right now.
Oh, really?
He's better than
We'll
Jalen
see.
right now.
Well, certainly not the first 3. And he's
might-
not in their class yet.
Okay.
And Peyton, by the way, went 13-3 as a as second year.
Yeah, and he
From
lost his
13
playoff
to
game, and
13
Trevor's gonna win his.
They're 9-8. Can
Okay,
we
go ahead,
stop
Greg.
it?
That's
Bad
fine.
division.
It's just haters.
I like
You're surrounded
Trevor,
by haters.
but I don't think he's worthy of
But you
the,
didn't
the
think he was
royal
worthy of winning
treatment.
the division.
No, all due
Are we
respect,
just
guys.
talking Trevor Lawrence, or are we talking about the Jags and what they did?
Whatever you
Oh,
want.
whatever you want, buddy.
Trevor, because the Jags deserve. They deserve.
I mean, I like Trevor, so you don't really want me to talk about Trevor.
you think he's
because
Peyton Manning 2.0?
I'm not saying all of
Okay,
that,
that's
but
all.
what I will say this: watching that game, that was the best case scenario in my opinion. And I know there are going to be people out there that's like Trevor Lawrence didn't really play a good game. Well, when you think about it, they played this team that they're going to be playing and hosting in week 3. They beat him. He played very well. They were able to run the ball, all the things. What they experienced with Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson right now is probably like, it was the best case scenario for him to go out there and get playoff jitters out of his system, because he clearly was not who
He had some jitters early.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
we are
some of the
in
throws were so errant.
Fantasy.
But for me, when you look at that as a player, to gain that type of experience, to play the way he did, and then for their defense to step up and they still find a way to win.